Every year, thousands of Brits leave the UK in search of a dream in Europe.
I don't really think you can better it.
I could almost die and go to heaven, and this is what it would be like.
There's sunshine, scenery and a great quality of life. But all this has to be paid for.
Yes, we bought our house!
So to fund the dream...
This is part of our working day now.
Brits are jumping in and starting up businesses.
There's absolutely no way that we can host a wedding in this marquee.
On this brand new series, we follow a fresh wave of expats.
She's like a pregnant Hollywood star.
Running B&Bs and boats in Spain.
It's another day in the office.
Vineyards and villas in France.
One day you might be drinking that.
But will they make it? Or break it?
If we don't start getting bookings, it's going to be a bit of a problem.
It's going to be intense.
And will these new expats find happiness in the sun?
So proud of you and what you're setting out to do.
On today's show, when an ill wind blows no good for dad and daughter.
I think it's going to be another poor day, which will be about 2 or 3 in a row.
It's all hands on deck to bring in the cash.
We'll have to make as much money in the next 2 weeks. I mean, it's the end of the season.
A new life in France.
Our first glimpse of the new promised land.
Falls at the first hurdle.
We've had a meeting with our agent and there seems to be a legal hitch.
And a hairdresser's first fiesta.
Oh, they love letting off their bangers, those boys.
Goes off with a bang.
I feel sorry for anyone that's on a pacemaker.
The Costa Blanca in southeast Spain offers landscapes of remarkable contrast. From the shingly beach of Granadella to the majestic mountains of Puig Campana. It's hardly surprising it's one of the most visited areas of Europe. 2 million people work in the tourist industry in Spain, including father and daughter Ken and Emily, who run a water sports business in the Bay of Loya.
The weather out here is lovely, the weather back home's rubbish. It's more tranquilo, it's more laid back. The food's cheaper, the beer's cheaper. Do you need any more reasons, you know?
But it's not all plain sailing. It's the end of August and the last 2 weeks have seen strong winds hit the bay, which has resulted in a significant drop in bookings.
I think it's going to be another poor day, which will be about 2 or 3 in a row. Because of the wind, you know. People tend to see the wind and think, well, they'll do other things rather than going on kayaks. And in actual fact, the sea's lovely, you know.
And the bad weather couldn't have come at a worse time for Ken and Emily.
We'll have to make as much money in the next 2 weeks. I mean, it's the end of the season. As much as we work through the whole year, you don't make the same money that you do in August. So you have to make sure that you don't just, when it kind of dies, you don't just stop. You keep going and keep going and keep going to make sure that you've got people until at least the middle of September, at least.
With Ken and Emily under more pressure than ever to make enough money to help them through the winter, Ken's decided to up the promotion in the bay.
There you are. Tomorrow, the famous El Portet kayak excursion at sunrise. 7 a.m, 2 hours, includes English breakfast, €18 per person.
Fortunately, corporate and party bookings have proved to be extremely lucrative. And today, Ken's old football team are taking a kayak and snorkeling trip.
We've got 25 people taking all of the kayaks out.
This guy, I used to play football with this guy, this Dutch guy. I always used to score more goals than him.
More goals even.
This booking will bring in around €250, a much-needed financial boost for the business.
I'd love groups like this all the time because we get them all out. And then it's a kind of a couple hours relaxation, you know.
But as Ken gets the party out on the water, Emily spots a problem. There aren't enough kayaks.
OK, next 2.
Dad, then there's that single, that double and that double. And then that should be 20. There's not another single.
No.
There's supposed to be 20. So we put 20 things out and then there's 22. There's 2 just turned up because they felt like it, really.
Right, so...
Dad, put them on a board.
There's another couple of guys turned up. And obviously we haven't got kayaks for them. We've just got 1 kayak left, so they're going to just try and go out with the youngster sitting on the front of the single kayak. Should be okay. You're just going to have to sit on the front, okay? Is that all right? Yeah, yeah. Never been done before, but never mind. Two people in a single kayak.
Oh, yeah.
That's one way of doing it.
But it's not going to be very comfortable for them, you know.
With the group all out, Emily has decided to take a break, but not before giving Dad Ken some strict instructions.
When that triple comes in at 7, the triple's gone straight back out for another hour. It's not paid.
Okay.
Okay? Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No, I'm the boss. She just thinks she's the boss. But she really believes it, you know.
So while the boss is on her break, there's no time off for the other boss.
Okay, guys. Are you ready? Oh, yes, you need a paddle. Yeah, we've got they're all going out. Everything's going out again, you know. So it's a wee bit crazy, but that's the way we want it. Who's the one with 3? Right?
The football team are back, which is more than could be said for Ken's equipment.
And I want all my snorkels back. Yeah. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I'm 4 snorkels and masks missing. 4 snorkels missing. 4 masks and snorkels, so they must be in barrels or. It's an awkward situation. We'll see if we can rectify it, you know.
4 missing masks and snorkels could mean a loss of €60, but Ken's come up with the perfect solution.
That means 4 beers, okay? Okay. There's 4 beers for me, okay?
You can buy everything here for 4 beer. Right?
Yes,
yeah.
4 beer.
4 beer,
Even-
and he's
Even when you lose your cannon for 4 beers, he gives you cannon for free.
Yeah. I think he likes more the beer than the snorkels.
I think as well.
Yeah.
It's been a profitable day, sort of, for Ken and Emily, but they'll need more days like this before the end of the summer. Gîte in southwest France. It's said to be one of the sunniest areas of the country, a factor which helps attract more than 600,000 visitors per year. Among them are expats Richard and Lindsay Watterson, who have moved to this spacious house near the village of Ponja. They spent the summer converting a farmhouse into a luxury holiday cottage, but it has been a long, hard slog for Lindsay, who lost the use of her prosthetic leg.
I haven't been able to take part in a lot of the stuff that's gone on in the gîte because I just couldn't do it, and that's been really difficult.
It's the end of July and Richard and Lindsay's first ever guests are happily settling in.
We're having a really great time. Yeah, you can. Richard could tell that the kids were having a really good time from the screeches from the pool.
But they need more customers through the door, and to do that, they have to get as much exposure as possible.
Now the gîte's done and we've got guests in and we're now into the ticking over process. What I'm doing is just trying to get us some visibility online.
Throughout the renovation, Lindsay has been in contact with a booking website that only advertises high-end properties.
Even though we weren't finished, they accepted that we were just sort of a work in progress and I was sending photographs as we were getting rooms finished. And their process is they send someone out to inspect you.
But at the 11th hour, the company called to say they were no longer interested in coming to do an inspection.
To then be told, no, you're not what we're looking for, which was kind of, your gîte isn't and you aren't. You're not what we're looking for, so really confused.
So it's back to square one for the Wattersons. They need internet publicity fast to make sure they have a fully booked gîte for the rest of the season.
So what do you want to do next? Shall we think about maybe...
Well, the reviews. Reviews are everything. So we need to get on a review website.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do now. Apart from it doesn't recognise our village. It doesn't even know where we are. Oh, stop it. This is the equivalent of someone honking your horn when you're driving. I think we're on Rue d'Armagnac.
Okay. Ta-da!
Go away.
Right, Lou.
Look, you've made your point, go away.
With their location discovered...
Get out.
They've made a start on advertising the property online. There's an even more important event today for Lindsay. After months of waiting for a new socket for her prosthetic leg, it's finally ready.
I'm fed up, I'm sick of wheels, I'm sick of sitting down, I'm sick of just sitting and not being able to get up and walk about. I'm sick of it.
Richard and Lindsay are heading to the specialists in the nearby town of Po to test whether the leg socket is a perfect fit.
I just feel like it's going to be a big disappointment if it doesn't fit and I don't walk out of here.
Sit.
It's really nice to be standing. Even just taking a few steps. It's just so good for you. It really is. It's really good. You'll see a big smile on my face. C'est très confortable, hein?
Si.
Oui.
But despite Lindsay's optimism, the prosthetist has some bad news.
Il va falloir que je commande la collerette.
Yeah. He will have to order another one because this one is too big.
It's been a long wait to try this socket out, and this is another unexpected blow for Lindsay. It's now going to be at least a week before she can walk again.
Okay, merci. À la prochaine.
Au revoir.
Bye bye. À la prochaine. Did have my hopes up. Wanted to be walking today. I kind of really wanted to be taking it home just to walk about the garden a bit with the dogs.
And with their first changeover in 10 days' time, the couple face an uphill struggle to cope with the work between them. The Dordogne has long been a favourite of English francophiles looking to buy property. And there are plenty of estate agents with bargains on their books.
We've got a 4-bedroom house, 4 reception rooms, huge swimming pool, €365,000. Frankly, a bargain.
This is a 3-bedroom house. It's in the Dordogne and it's on the market for €350,000.
This property is on at €378,000. You'll get 5 bedrooms, you've got covered terrace, you've got the lovely swimming pool, and you've got all the land, 2.5 acres of land.
And it's these bargain prices that have lured Wendy and Neville Vokes. They have sold their house in Winchester to follow their dreams of running a yoga retreat in France.
We wanted to change of lifestyle, and we couldn't afford that change of lifestyle in England. But we could very much afford it, we hope, in France.
Now this is maybe our time to have a bit of fun and go and play somewhere and do something that we want to do, you know, and stay up late and do whatever.
It's April, and the early morning ferry from Portsmouth to Le Havre is taking Neville and Wendy to their new life in the Dordogne.
We've got to meet our agent tomorrow and start the paperwork for actually signing up to buy the house.
Money's gone over, all ready to go.
It's gone.
Just waiting for the big signing.
It's all very exciting.
Neville is a landscape gardener and Wendy is a holistic therapist. They are set to buy this house near Bergerac for the yoga retreat. They've agreed a price of €450,000.
I've been on yoga retreats where you go and you've got like 3/4 of an hour journey, time you pick the cars up, whereas where we are, we will pick them up in about 10 minutes they'll be at the retreat, and that's just great. So you've had a chill week, you go back chilled. You don't have this massive journey.
After selling their home in England, things have moved quickly on the house they're buying in France.
Our first glimpse of the new promised land.
So exciting.
But the process of buying their dream home proves to be far from plain sailing. At the last minute, the deal falls through.
We've had a meeting with our agent and the lady selling the house, and there seems to be a legal hitch.
You have to go to plan B and just look around.
People think that buying property and selling property in England is, you know, tough. It's not all be all end all out here either, you know.
Not only have they lost their dream home, they've missed out on the perfect place to start their new business, and now they face months of living without an income.
Look at that swimming pool.
Yeah,
wow.
it's way too much money.
We're renting a pigeon air that's like a shoebox from what we've come
Very
from.
nice one.
And all the time we leave our furniture in England, we're paying storage on that.
We won't be absolutely skint if it doesn't go through for a few months, but you know, obviously the more we've got in hand, the more we can do to the place, the better things we can put in place.
So fingers crossed that we get the result.
Wendy and Neville now have a long search to find a new home, but it needs to be within budget and suitable for their yoga business.
There's plenty of others out there, there's thousands of them.
I know.
We'll just look tomorrow.
They know their ideal house is out there somewhere, but trying to find it is starting to give them sleepless nights. The Costa Blanca has always been a hit with the Brits. In fact, it even owes its name to the UK after it was coined by a British airline back in the 1950s because of its beautiful white beaches. Today, it has one of the highest number of expats in Spain. One of the Costa's newest residents is 49-year-old hairdresser Rachel Warby, who opened a salon in the town of Albia.
Do you want 10 o'clock?
It's 3 weeks since Rachel took on her new junior stylist, Marianne. But today she's been dealt a blow. Marianne's decided Spain isn't for her.
I never thought the language barrier and things would be such a big issue, but it is. You don't realise that until you're here. It's okay going on holiday, but when you actually want to stay here, it's a lot harder than what you think it's going to be.
She is a talented hairdresser. She's got no problems in her hairdressing. She's keen and eager to learn. I think she's bitten off more than she can chew, and I think she'd admit that herself. She's probably gone in too deep and realised maybe it's not really what she thought it would be.
Rachel's sad to say goodbye to Marianne, but the pair are parting as friends.
When I'm back home.
All right, thanks for coming out. Say hi to your mum and your nan. Adios, amigos.
Despite the knock, Rachel is ploughing all her energy into her new business, and a week later there are big changes planned. She's borrowed money to have the salon completely rebranded and redecorated.
It's cost me €1,000 to have it all refreshed and repainted and rejigged. It's like money really well spent, I think. You know, the sofa is your second hand, €250. The painting, the basins replumbed into their new position. I finally feel like it's my salon, to be honest. I feel like it's my salon now. I feel like I put my stamp on it.
Rachel has transformed the old salon into the fresh, modern space she has been longing for.
Here they are.
And with the inside complete, sign maker Paul is going to finish the new look.
Morning. You're right. Come on. Maybe it needs its joints oiling. We all need that.
I hope you're putting all this on your social media.
Oh, of course, my darling. Wow. Really good branding, that is. Simple, but it works. Oh, I'm so pleased with it, Paul. It looks so much better than I ever dreamed. It really does. I'm satisfied now. Looks very Knightsbridge, darling. Oh my God, I can't believe that's me. Look what I've done in a matter of 3, not even 4 months. It's amazing. I feel really proud of myself. Brilliant.
So Rachel's mark is firmly on her new salon, but the refurb hasn't come cheap. She'll need to work hard to get more clients through the door to recoup her investment. the Dordogne in France. A week ago, Wendy and Neville Vokes came here from the UK to buy the house of their dreams. They planned to turn it into a yoga retreat, but the deal fell through at the last minute. Now they're living in a tiny rented house while they search for another property. It's not exactly filling them with joie de vivre.
You have a problem with ladybirds. So you lay in bed and all of a sudden you go, oh, what was that? And all these ladybirds are falling on you. Then we've had a lizard in here a couple of days, which of course the dogs goes mad for. Then we left the door open and we had a bird in here, and now we're just played with ants up the wall, everywhere, over the sink. And I just don't like sharing my home with all these insects.
But a few days later, their spirits begin to lift.
Oh wow, this looks nice.
They've come to view an 8-bedroom detached property with an acre of land close to the town of Duras. It's on the market for €450,000.
Hello, you must be Terry.
I'm Terry.
Nice to meet you.
Wendy.
Nice to meet you.
And you must be Neville.
I'm Neville.
Pleased to meet you, Neville.
Terry is an English estate agent working in France and thinks this property is right on the money for Wendy and Neville.
Right, so we're coming up to the mezzanine, which is a really great space for guests.
Wow, that's fantastic. Oh wow, this is lovely. Yeah.
The mezzanine could be a perfect spot for classes, and there are 8 guest rooms, most with ensuite bathrooms, ideal for the retreat.
8? Oh, okay. Wow. I'm liking very much what I see. Thank you. It's great.
Pool area, obviously the owners have been away, so the pool's not been opened up since last year, so it needs a bit of a pressure wash and a tidy.
Yeah.
But it's there, it's all intact, it looks good.
Oh, I can see myself sat here Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Really nice.
Cup of coffee, you with a glass of wine. And we can just sit and
That
chill.
must be fruit trees down there, mustn't it?
Yeah.
This could definitely be a new life in the sun for us. I do, yeah, definitely.
I think so. Yeah. We've just got to just hope everything goes through, you know.
Wendy and Neville are sold on the house, but its €450,000 price tag is more than they were hoping to pay. So they make an offer under the asking price.
We thought of an offer of €420,000. We just can't afford to go any more than that, but we love the place and it fits the needs.
I'll contact the owner, I'll put the offer to them.
It's quite emotional, sorry. I was going to sit here and we've tried this for so long and it's just, sorry. Sorry.
I'm just thinking the money I've got to give away. There's no way I could cry about that.
It's been a dream for so long and I kept thinking it's only ever going to remain a dream. It all seems to be a little bit out of my reach.
I'll do the best I can, I promise.
Okay.
Wendy and Neville head off to take their minds off things, but it isn't long before Terry arrives with the news. The seller is sticking to the asking price.
450 is the bottom line.
Okay.
So that's where we need to be pitching it at.
Okay.
Not at this moment. I mean, we'll chat about it and I'll work some more figures, but I don't think that'll be.
450 would be.
I mean, we could do it, but it's going to stretch us so much, and I don't want to be stretched. I don't want pressure. We've come out here not to have pressure.
Maximum we would be probably 440. That would be maximum.
I doubt if we could go that really, not safely.
We haven't got anything to do, have we? So, okay.
Having now missed out on 2 properties, Wendy and Neville's search must continue.
You've been here before, we pick ourselves up again and off we go again and yeah, okay.
It'll work.
Yeah, it will do.
One way or another.
Oh well, never mind.
But will they ever find the perfect place to accommodate both them and their business? It's mid-July in Albia on the Costa Blanca. 3 weeks after hairdresser Rachel Warby's big refurb, there's another change at the salon. She's taken on experienced hairdresser Sarah, who's lived in Spain for 10 years.
We just
get on like we've worked together before. It's really weird. It's very strange. It's good strange, you know, it's like, wow. I didn't expect it to feel so natural.
And with the local Fiesta days away, Sarah's arrival couldn't have been more timely. Spain is the land of fiestas. Throughout the year, in nearly every town, people take to the streets to party, and everyone wants to look the part. And Rachel's hoping to cash in on the action.
Hola, chicas!
Her client, Michelle, is the editor of the local English language newspaper, and she and her 2 daughters need a restyle for the Fiesta.
So your fear is you don't want it to look too untraditional. You want it to look more Spanish.
Amy and Tess have been selected to be princesses in the ceremonial procession. It's a big honour for the girls, and today Rachel's been tasked with giving them the royal treatment.
If we can keep the bun mid-height here.
Yeah.
Michelle is one of the most connected women in town, so a good show could win Rachel more clients.
Amy doesn't have quite as much hair as Tess. It's curly, but it's thinner. So we need to make it look a bit fuller somehow. That was the royal we, it means you, because I haven't got a clue.
And after the full works from Rachel and Sarah, the princesses are ready for their debut.
That is so pretty. You look like one of them girls off the telly.
Mwah, mwah, have a lovely Fiesta. Mwah, you look beautiful. Oh, thanks to Sarah as well.
Bye, thank you.
See ya, bye. See you later, see you at the Fiesta.
It's the first time Rachel's ever been to a Fiesta, and this one's going off with a bang.
Oh, they love letting off their bangers, those boys. I feel sorry for anyone that's on a pacemaker.
Immersing herself in Spanish culture could be a great marketing move for Rachel, with hundreds of fiestas along the Costa Blanca.
They look gorgeous, don't they? They look stunning. They look stunning.
I really like the way it's done. It matches her and her age and her personality, and it's really cute.
And as night falls, the princesses have maintained their perfect poise.
I'm so pleased with Rachel today. That's part of the party, getting ready at the hairdressers, having your makeup done, and I obviously look like the back of a bus normally because everyone who's seen me said I look fabulous, and of course the girls look amazing. I'm so pleased.
Rachel's managed to impress her big client and make an impact with the local community. Could this be a crowning achievement for this London hairstylist? Four miles up the coast in Altea, Ken Douglas and his daughter Emily are on the final push to pull in the euros before the tourists leave. In recent weeks, strong winds have slowed down bookings for kayaks and paddle surfs. But luckily, the breezy weather is perfect for windsurfing.
Nice and slow, really good.
Ken and Emily have had plenty of money-making ideas this summer, but taking on professional instructor Jack has proved to be one of their better decisions.
That's it. Perfect.
In just 3 months, Jack has drawn in scores of novice windsurfers and helped keep this business afloat.
I hope I did my part. Oh. We did a lot of windsurfing. I was quite busy most days. And yeah, I don't know, just another hand to help out.
But today is his last day at El Portet. To mark his departure, boss Ken's throwing him a farewell barbecue.
He's certainly grown the windsurf business, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
And hold on to that mast for me.
Very noticeable in the early days of July. It was, 2 and 3 hours on the water, and as the season went on, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7.
Nice little steps.
And I think there was one day towards the middle of August he was on the water about 8 or 9 hours, which is great. That's what we wanted,
But But now it's time to say adios to his favourite instructor.
I'll see you. See you next year. So long. I'll have to go. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna steal your dog too. Come on, Kiko. We go.
And they're not the only ones going their separate ways. In the winter months, Ken will take care of business on his own.
Dad, how do you feel about me leaving El Portet?
I'll miss you so much, darling. I'll miss you so much, your witty banter and your continuous praising. Whose is this dirty cup? Who's left it here? Come on, get it away.
You miss me,
Should
really.
be sorely missed, like a hole in the head.
It's September, the end of the tourist season. The holiday makers are heading home, and after a fruitful summer, Ken will soon have more time to get back to his writing.
The books take over now, there's no doubt about it. I mean, I'm full on into the books now. I'm working on 2 projects on the books. And look at that sunrise now, look at it, beautiful. It's one of the reasons I write down here, because, you know, when you're looking onto this sort of thing every day, I don't know if inspiration's the right word, but it's just so tranquil, and the sound of the sea, and, you know, I suppose it is inspiring. You can't not write some good words when you're working at somewhere like this, you know.
Ken and Emily have worked non-stop this summer to make the business a success, and at the end of the day, the reward for them is simple.
You just need to look at it?
You just need to look at it. The beach, the sea, the mountains. It's still the most wonderful place to live. The motivation isn't the money, the motivation is the lifestyle, quite simply.
Dad and daughter are confident the family business will have a healthy future. That's at least one thing they can agree on.
The business has done very, very well this year. And yeah, we will continue it next year.
You just need to put more hours in next year.
How am I going to put more hours in? Do you know how many I've done this year?
9:30 till like 8 instead of the siesta in the middle, and the you open, you close.
Listen, you have to have a
close.
siesta, which reminds me, goodbye.
It's so stupid.
In the Midi-Pyrénées, it's been a frustrating time for expats Richard and Lindsay Watterson.
Right.
For the past few months, Lindsay has been struggling without her prosthetic leg.
I've had years of where I've been okay walking, and I've been really active, and I've been great. So to actually have that taken away from me has been a bit of a slap in the face, really. It's been a bit of a wake-up call.
But today they've come to the hospital in Pau, and it looks like Lindsay's agonising wait is finally over.
Amazing! Oh, God, it's just brilliant. I can't tell you. If it's out of 10, it's like 100. It's brilliant. Love it.
Life's going to be easier, and I can help.
And I don't feel like I've really done my share.
In your way.
Come on then, push that chair because I'm not sitting in it.
And she's back on her feet just in time to say a fond farewell to their first ever guests.
It was wonderful. You've done a great job. We really loved it. So glad. We really loved it.
And you will forever be special, Barbara.
And we will. I hope that gives us the ability to ump people on the vacation list.
Bye! See you guys. Safe travels.
Bye!
We're in it to make happy memories for families and to help them have a lovely holiday. That's it, that's what they've done.
But Lindsay and Richard don't have any time to rest on their laurels, because this afternoon a new family is arriving for their fortnight in France.
So much easier standing up. Everything is just so much easier.
They have just 4 hours to clean up before check-in, and need all ex-military man Richard's attention to detail.
What are you doing there?
What am I doing? I'm making up 2 more beds.
Okay.
And I've made, the towels are on. They're not just made, they're dressed and ready. Yeah?
What, dressed and ready? Good.
Is that good for you?
Yeah.
Even with time running out, Richard refuses to cut corners.
This is a very glamorous job. It's so important though, isn't it? When you go into a toilet and think, oh, that's been clean. I think we're okay now. Good. That'll do. It's just a bed to be made and titivated with bits and bobs.
With just over an hour to go, there's still loads of jobs left to do. The last thing they need is guests arriving early.
And that's them.
Could be. Well, I'll tell them we're not ready until 4 o'clock.
Yeah?
Paul, Cara and their 4 children have driven overnight from London.
Hi guys, how are you? Yeah, we're not ready yet, I'm afraid.
Could we come around 4? I think it'd be all right.
Yeah, it'll be fine, yeah. We're just finishing off now, but we just did a few things around the garden before, so.
Perfect. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Have fun.
Richard's managed to buy them both some time.
That's where you've got to be quite clear with people. Because, you know, you can't, there's only so quick you can move to get things sorted.
But to keep their very understanding new guests happy, they need to be ready for their return.
I had to take my leg off. It was just so hot. You've got to start it with your left leg, unfortunately. Just a bit of a bugger when you ain't got one, but yeah, so I start it with my right.
After a quick once-over in the garden, the changeover is complete and they're ready in time for the new arrivals to check in.
Hello again. Sorry to have sprung on you the last time.
No, that's fine.
We were just...
You must be
Hi,
Paul. Hello, Paul.
It's time to show their second guests around their holiday home.
Oh, gosh. This is beautiful.
The latest family seem very happy with their holiday choice.
So far, so good.
Our holidays are all about being together, cooking, eating together, and being outdoors. So this is the perfect place to do it.
I'm excited to swim, and I'm excited to go around and explore the towns.
The kids can run wild and, you know, just enjoy the outdoors, and it's just the perfect holiday with
some space,
4 small kids.
Some space and some peace and quiet.
We've got another really, really lovely family. They seem really chuffed with it.
Yeah, the kids will be running around, screaming, and that's what we want.
What do you want to do now?
Swim!
Yeah?
Yes!
The summer season is going well for the Wattersons, but can they keep up the momentum and ensure more guests come through their doors in the future? In Albia on the Costa Blanca, hairdresser Rachel Warby is working tirelessly to make sure everyone knows there's a new stylist in town.
My special guest today is a lovely girl called Rachel Warby.
She's even hitting the airwaves on the local English-speaking radio to bring in the clients.
I'm offering all new clients that come to me, I'm offering them 50% off a haircut.
And a few weeks later, the promotion work is paying off. Business is booming.
Oh, I say. Oh, I feel a little bit farfus there.
With a growing list of loyal clients, Rachel's dream is taking shape. And it seems there's no end to her ambitions. Today she's visiting the neighbouring town of Benidorm to check out some new premises for a potential second salon.
We could actually end up with a franchise, or, you know, who knows? I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the new openings, opening new doors, challenging myself a little bit more and not sitting on my laurels.
Boasting more than 300 skyscrapers, Benidorm has more high-rise buildings per person than anywhere in the world. But recently, Rachel's discovered a different side of the area in the cobbled streets of the Old Town.
This is, you know, somewhere that I fell in love with quite quickly because it shattered all my perceptions of what Benidorm was. I thought it was Brits abroad and kiss me quick hats, which that is here, but in the Old Town, it's like stepping back in time. It's just still got that enchanting character to the place.
Rachel's meeting estate agent Elena to see if she can find the ideal premises at a price she can afford.
Hi, Elena.
Hi, Rachel.
Oh,
How are
thanks
you?
for showing me this one.
Okay. How are you today? In your day off?
Oh, I'm shattered on my day
Yeah.
off, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm really, yeah, this needs windows cleaned.
Okay, it's dirty. Come on, come in. Look, it's not big, but for what you are thinking to do.
If this was 300 euros, then I'd take it, but it's
double.
It's double the price. I feel a bit deflated, really, by it, to be honest. It looks better from the outside than the inside. Let's keep looking.
So not quite right for Rachel, but there are plenty of premises to choose from.
Is this the shop there?
This is a shop.
Great.
Okay.
Oh, looks great.
Come on.
This is nice.
Okay.
It's no problem making it into a salon by law? Is that?
No,
it's not. You don't have to change the use.
You have to change the license, but it's all right.
It's it's
if you
affordable.
Apply,
Yeah. Great. So what's the rent for this a month?
It's 400 euros.
Fine for me at that price. 400. Right. Let's have a little look up here. This will all scrub up really nicely. White paint all over. The floor's fine. Love all the windows at the front. And then it's already got a toilet and a shower. Oh, lovely. The overheads are very low, and you know I could earn 400 euros in a day if I'm lucky here. I love it. Wow.
Rachel needs to check her finances before she takes this big step towards turning her vision to expand into a reality.
I want to be in the quirkier, edgier part of Benidorm, and this place, as you've seen, has got it. It's got something special. I think a shop, an English trendy hairdressers would work really well here. Very upmarket, a bit edgy. Watch this space, the London Hairdressers Benidorm. That just sounds great, doesn't it?
With the salon now fully established in Albia, Rachel's decided that's reason to throw a party to thank those who've helped make her a success.
Who would have thought a humble old hairdresser like me would have found such a lovely bunch of people to be around?
Ladies and gentlemen, can you all please make some noise for Rachel and her team into many, many years of success here at the London Hairdresser. Cheers.
Live your dream. If you want a new life, create it, because that's what I've done. I've created a new life and I'm so proud of myself.
Next time, when Neville and Wendy's yoga retreat gets off the ground...
Congratulations. Thank you very much. It's all exciting.
There's sleepless nights ahead.
We're sort of living on 4 or 5 hours sleep a night.
Can a chef and his partner make a go of running a restaurant in Spain?
You took those cold and left all that hot food.
Because you didn't tell me it was ready.
Without driving each other up the wall.
Oh well. This could be an interesting career move.
And as summer bookings dry up...
And we've just got to try and think ahead and see where we're going to get bookings from.
Richard and Lindsay try a new direction for their business.
It's been a long time since I've touched a strange man's character. That came out wrong.